Welcome back. You're watching Food Whims and Whimsy. My name is Carmen DiPasquale and today we're making gyros. But not just any gyros. These are ones that you can make any time of the week. You don't need any fancy, expensive rotisseries or a backyard barbecue, and you don't need an oven. So this is going to be a technique you are going to be crazy about. One that is a game changer in my book. Actually, one so good that I actually dreamt of it. So let's get started. So today we're going to be using 2 pounds of ground beef. If you can find lamb, that'll be awesome. I wasn't able to find it, so today we are using beef. We're also going to be using a handful of dried herbs. We have mint, we have thyme, rosemary, oregano, marjoram, a little cumin, black pepper, salt. We're going to be using a grated onion and some garlic. So right in the ground beef, I'm going to be grating the onion. And as much as you can. If you can get the whole onion in there, great. But if you can do a half or 3/4, that's fine too. So next up, we are going to use some garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my little garlic press. And we're using about 4 nice cloves of garlic. Load it up, push it through. The nice thing about this meatloaf mix is that you can do it to your taste. So if there's somebody in the household that can't have the salt or can't have certain other ingredients, you can omit them altogether. And wait till you see the technique we use today. You're not going to need an oven, and you'll have another chance to season up the meat to your own liking. So, okay. Next, we're going to use these herbs, and I'm putting it right in here. Let me just open up all of these because we're going to be using about a teaspoon apiece. Some salt, about a half a teaspoon, and some pepper, a good half a teaspoon or so, even a teaspoon depending on your liking. Okay, and then we just go in there and mix. We want to mix it really well. Incorporate all the ingredients in here. If you have the time, you should let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple of hours or overnight before you move on to the next technique I'm going to show you, which is we're going to freeze it so that it's going to be available for you to use any night of the week, and you don't have to bake it. So I'm going to show you that right afterwards. So now that we have the meat together, we have it there. This is going to be the ingenious part. Now don't forget, I'm the one who came up with this. It came to me in a dream. So I've really never seen anybody else do this. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the parchment paper, just like this. And I'll start squeezing it out into a nice rectangle shape. Actually, what I do is I take another piece of parchment paper and just roll it out. Okay, so when you can get it in a nice rectangle shape like this, and about this thickness, about 1/4 of an inch, that'd be great. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to freeze it right from the raw stage. And the next step, you're going to see how easy it comes together. I have one prepared for us already. So let me run and get that. So right from the stage, I got it out of the freezer. And you see how nice and frozen it is? So this is where I think is the ingenious part. You can slice it. Actually, if you don't have freezer space, you can make these in smaller parcels, like a pound each. So what I'm gonna do here is you think this is a good size? Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna switch knives because this one's a little bigger and a little thicker. So snap that off, and then you just make small pieces. That's probably about good. Oop. This is a little on the tough side, but it's gonna be so easy when it comes together. You're gonna be like, wow. You can have this done any time of the week. It's there for your convenience, and you're gonna wonder why nobody else is doing it. So now, right from the frozen state, we are gonna put it in a cast iron pan, and this is gonna come together in a couple of minutes. So I like to add butter just to recreate that rotisserie gyro that you get. You can also add any kind of fat, like bacon fat, you can add duck fat, you can add butter, and you can add, at this point, if let's say you had to use less salt in the meatloaf because somebody in your family couldn't have it, this is the time where you can add any herb blend or any seasoning blend, some salt, extra pepper, whatever you like. This is the opportunity for you to do that. So I'm just gonna add a little rosemary just for flavor. Okay, so when that gets nice and hot, we're gonna add our pieces, just like this. And the nice thing about this is that you can actually cook it to a medium or all the way through, however you like it. Once it gets crispy on the outside, then it's ready to go. And I'm telling you, in a few minutes, you're gonna have the best gyro you've ever had at home. So it's been cooking for a couple of minutes. See the nice browning it has on that? And the texture is really nice. It's more like a steak. And I'm really excited about this recipe, guys. You really don't know. So depending on how well you want it done, for me, this is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them off now. And guys, let me know if you know anyone who's done this, because in my mind, I really do think I came up with this. And, you know, let me know in your comments if somebody else is doing this. And let me know if you love it. And if you do, please like, subscribe, and comment to my channel. I'm trying to make 1,000 subscribers, so if you can help me, that'd be awesome. And now, we'll let it rest for a couple of minutes. And we'll plate. So now that we have the gyros ready to go, it's time to assemble. So grab a nice pita that we made, and if you're interested in that recipe, please check out my video. And I'm gonna put a little smear of the tzatziki. If you want the tzatziki recipe, check out that video as well. So I'll just do a little smear like this. Add a couple of pieces of meat. There we go. That should be good. And then just whatever toppings you want. I'm gonna add a little bit of feta. This is a New York State cow's milk feta. Throw that in there. Some olives, I love olives. Some lettuce. A little smear, a little extra. Oh, wait, I have all these other toppings that I want. This, some of these. Tomato. A little more of this. And there you go, guys. A nice homemade gyro, made in a few minutes with a little planning and that technique I showed you about freezing the meat. And then I'm telling you, any night of the week, you can make a fun, delicious, healthy meal for you and the kids and anyone who comes over. And I hope you really enjoy this video. If you do, please check out my pita bread video, check out my tzatziki video, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to make 1,000 subscribers. That would be really great. So I hope you really love this video, and if you do, please do all those things. I'm so happy to be back, and I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you.